Hey, my fellow Nigerians and my fellow African Americans. I just spoke to a sister a few seconds ago, and what I end up being able to gain from the discussion was that, in as much as she was telling me that people need to do what they got to do, I agree. People got to do what they got to do, but they got to do right. So if they can't do right, then they don't have problem doing what they got to do. They got to reconfigure their right or wrong, because there's right and wrong in this world, so we need to keep that always in perspective. I want to cover some mini clip. The first one I want to cover is going to be the fact that as we now speak, there is a summit that's supposed to be coming up in Alaska. So that summit that is coming up in Alaska has now taken the shape of where they are looking at Alaska as being one of the separating island between America and Russia. It's a very painful island for the Russians. But what they call him, Trump decided to bring Putin to Alaska, because Alaska was sold maybe for $500 million at one point in time to America. Just like we're hearing now that the Israelis wants to go into Gaza and take over the place. And there was a counter offer where the Hamas just said that we're going to release all the hostage based on what the findings from Israel, from Egypt, and probably like Jordan, all those kind of brokerages of they're going to try to they were not going to release the hostage situation. So the Alaska thing, as I was talking about, has the Ukraine in a position where they are still being backed by NATO, while America is on that side, taking this position of might is right, right is might, might is right. I don't know how to say that. They're talking about the more power you have, the more you have the cause to be able to dictate the foundation of anything that you are into. So might is right. That's American position. They are supporting Putin because they know that he has the might. Not just the might on Ukraine, but he has the might to be able to take over, to wipe America off this surface of the earth. As I'm trying to discover now that I believe now that for one reason or the other, it's possible that Putin cannot predict what Trump is going to do. I thought he was dogging him. They're dogging each other. They don't know what to do with each other. So that's the point there. Then if after that one, I want to go into what we call the summit that was carried out by Adeboye, the Redeemed pastor, who said that he wants 10 billion donation from the congregate. He wants 100 million to be donated from the congregate. And he uses the definition of my children. I mistakenly thought that what he was saying was that 110 billion from individual, but then when he dropped the message to 100 million from his children. I thought he was talking about maybe he has 5 or 6 children and they were that rich, but he didn't want to put them in the position of saying you must denote $1 billion because they don't have $1 billion. Then he dropped it, that he wanted his children, but I now find out that he's looking at the entire congregate as his own children. That's very, 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 very dope that he's able to get to that level of abstraction. He is one of those people who got into what they call, he got his eye fixated in money and used the omnipotent, omnipresence, and omniscience to get to the position where he got to. He's protected by security detail and himself has a wealthy fed to the point where even the people that were breaking out of his congregation about a year ago, he was able to block them from going into their own journey. So, I don't want to say this, but I got to say it. A lot of people who I know, the commentaries on the article was that there were commentaries that were positive and there were commentaries that was negative and there were commentaries that was neutral. In my own position, I cannot tell you where I stand on the whole thing because I have the same kind of relationship that he has with his own congregation. And it's about 195 post churches across the whole world that he has out there. So the people are listening to him, and the reason why they listen to him is because there is a mysteries of life, and the mysteries is on the back of the omnipotent, omnipresence, omniscience, which is what we call the mysteries of life. We don't know how we got here, and a lot of people giggling go to church, and when they get there, they are confused and as such they give a lot of money away. But I'm glad about one thing, that I did separate myself from Christianity about a month ago, and I didn't go to church. Not only that, this is not the first time I'm separating away myself from Christianity. I did it when I was little. I did it in the middle of nowhere. I did it when I was in Nigeria. I did it when I got to America. And I will do it again. And I did sat down my relative and told them that the reason I'm separating myself from Christianity is because of exactly what Adebayo is doing now. He's asking for so much money that he has lost his sense of he has lost his sense of direction by saying that it's God's, he's asking the money from the hands of God. And those people because some of the commentary was saying some of the money was stolen. I don't agree with that. A lot of people may have made the money through what you call unfair advantage, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all of them stole the money. Because I have people who were there, 1 or 2 or 3 people that were in the congregation. They don't steal. So the third one is, instead of people looking at politics as being a place where they're going to serve, they are looking at it as a place where they're going to make money, which means instead of productivity, they're looking at, I'm going to go make money. And the story was showcased from the guy that says that instead of people looking on how to be productive, they are looking into producing to make money. A former colleague came to me, to my office, and said he is back crying. BJD said, what he's saying is that he gave $1 million to somebody he never thought was going to be $1 million would have moved him, but he was crying because he was no longer having money. And he was saying that people are into politics because they want to be able to they think this is a place to make money, and that has always been the word. It has always been all over the world. The richest people in the whole world are politicians. I mean, Kamala Harris just used almost a billion plus to run for election. She's dingling. Obama used 2 billion, one for the first election, one for the second election. 350 million by Elon Musk to what do you call him, to Trump. It's chicken change. And I am now feeling boisterous because I am no longer feeling that if I ask for money, it's up to you guys to do what you're going to do money. I may have to surround myself with the aura of a lot of money going to flow from me to other people that's going to be around me in case the people are money hungry. So I'm going to wrap things up by saying that I'm not going to hide my bank account no more because it doesn't matter. My name is OGIESOPA. My middle name is DAVID. And my last name is IDADA. I bank with the Zenith Bank, and my bank account is 4235887027. At the same token, too, I want to remind you that I still don't have nobody buying my book, which to me is a little bit disheartening because at this point in time, I would have started after putting about 50 people that I'm in contact with, to the point where I made a phone call today to a sister in the US who, last time I was talking to her, she told me she would buy my second book as soon as she has money. My phone call with her was, I was telling her that I'm back to Nigeria, that if she wants to return back, if she wants to come and visit, come on a vacation or anything, I'm here for her. She said, no, right now, because as I say, and I'll continue to say this, just like we have a lot of people in Nigeria that don't have the money at all, 99.9% of us don't have a single, we just live from hand to mouth. In America, 99.9999% of Americans don't have no money. Only 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people has the money. And those people that have the money have the wealth effect of the whole world. About 500 of them are billionaires. And we have 500 billionaires running around out there, and America carries almost like 90% of that number. So, like I said, my book is not going nowhere, and I'm going to do everything humanly possible to make sure that the book is out. But you can go to https://selar.com/0133512713. This is Ogesoba Idada. You can have my word on it.